Hi guys, Brett here from Hearns Hobbies, and I'm joined by Tony Gray, and we are doing episode 2 of the mighty Tamiya MB-01 build, the Abarth. And if you did enjoy episode 1, congratulations. We did have to think about what we were doing and rebuild something a number of times, but we got there and it's part of the adventure. So we're going to continue on with the build, and it's not like we've done a lot of research in between episodes.
No, in fact none.
So, flying blindly into page 10, into page 7.
But I looked far enough ahead to see that I needed to cut this off the sprue, so that's good.
Step number 10, we're going to start building a differential unit. So last time we did in fact build the diff. I got that right. I was concerned that we had the bevel over, but we got that. So, let's get the gearbox case together. So I'm going to need some nippers there. Tony.
Here's some I prepared earlier.
Thank you very much, sir. How was your muesli bar?
Not finished, but there's a large part of it on the bench now.
That's alright, that's good. Nothing like having a snack on the go. Got to keep your sugars up.
No.
Hey, need you...
No, I got to spin them the other way.
Really? The sweetie thingy bar, well, that's probably not going to do it for you.
No, that's okay.
No, it's okay.
If I die doing what I like.
Not on my watch, buddy. Hey, I need a couple of...
How's the insurance going for Hearns at the moment?
Well,
Okay. We'll move right along there.
I love the mouldings on this thing. Absolutely adore it. Okay, so I'm going to put the bearings... I'm using 9 steps bearings. I'm not actually using the Tamiya bushes, because we are going to play it. It's not going to be a shelf queen, this thing. And I wouldn't recommend anybody ever build one of these kits with bushings unless you are in fact just going to jam it on a shelf.
It's not expensive to buy the bearings, and it's well worth it.
Nah, for the $30 odd, you're going to save yourself a lot of heartache in the future. So I'm putting the clip on. We had a problem with the spur gear, and I need a C4.
What, the explosive?
Yep. We won't say that on camera. C4. C. Have you got the C's?
Probably.
You're hiding them on me. Yep. I reckon
that's a C, yeah, and I reckon it's that one there.
I reckon it's the one there.
Yeah.
And the little housing thing as well.
I should have let you just keep looking.
That's
while I
alright.
held onto it.
I think the housing might be this thing here.
Yes.
Got the one. There we go.
See?
See?
He's learned from experience in that first hour of building.
Even at your age, you are still useful to society.
No one's more surprised than me. I'm just here to provide amusement, really. My mini knowledge is not all that important when it comes to this kit.
No. And you are the grandfather of Mini in Australia. MO Mini.
I believe the correct term is the Imperial Grand Poobah.
Imperial Grand Poobah. Self-proclaimed?
No, I think someone else might have proclaimed me that, but I have no driving skills, but I know a lot about them.
But that's not the fun bit.
I did have driving skills, but that
Once?
was a long time ago. Now I lose concentration halfway through.
They diminish, don't they?
Yeah.
They definitely
It'll
diminish.
happen to you.
Oh, it's definitely but the older I enjoy the hobby in different ways. I used to be really competitive and used to love that side of it. Now, I just love actually being there.
The whole point is to go along and talk shit to your mates.
That's it.
That's it. That's the reason I race.
You know, and I enjoy the content. You know, I love it. It's even better now that we get to do it. You know, and call it a job.
Yeah. I think, as we said in the first thing, enjoying the build is one of the most important things with these.
And doing it on camera is surprisingly not natural at all. I don't know about your workstation at home, but mine's a lot different to this. I'm a bit more organised.
I'm way more organised at home. It's a very different thing, but I'm happy doing this.
It's adding to it.
This harkens back to how I used to build them 25 years ago when I didn't really care, and I just wanted to get them together in a hurry.
So this is not about not caring, this is just about the fun. And hopefully we can make some mistakes that the people at home
There's no hopefully, we've already made a number of them.
And then they can learn from that. And like I said, you can, when you build your very own one of these at home, I'm sure you'll do a much better job.
Oh, either that or I'll farm it out to someone else.
Yeah, I'll do it.
No, mate, I'll give it to Tim to do, like most of my cars now.
He's a pretty good builder, isn't he, old Timmy?
Well, if you can build a full-size Porsche.
Not only build one, does it for a living. No?
He does it for a living.
Paid for it.
Yeah, from scratch. Starts off with nothing and...
I mean, it's no MB-01, but...
Well, it doesn't have the ability to change the motor positions and front or rear wheel drive, but...
he doesn't do it with jizz in his hand.
Well, sometimes he gets a bit excited.
Does he? Talking about a screwdriver.
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
Yeah.
No, it'd be only the finest...
Look at that.
Finest German tools.
That is a diff unit. I won't call it a gearbox, but could be. Transmission.
And that was...
So we've got the pinion and spur arrangement in here. And we've got the... Look at that.
And with a tiny little drive shaft.
And this can go left and right. That is really cool. So what I do need though is I do need D6. And I've got the Ds over here. I will need the nippers again, please.
Nip away.
Here we go. And I feel that after that first step, hopefully, we're building some momentum. We couldn't have lost any.
No, we pretty much slowed to a crawl. We've got dry shafts here, but these are the external ones, so I'm sure there's a little dry shaft.
There's a little nub,
building.
a C. Is it a C part?
I don't know. I'm just... I probably shouldn't be jumping ahead here, but I'm just trying to find bits.
Oh.
You've already done...
The diff doesn't go in there. Oh, so we start working on arms next?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought we put the diff in.
Oh, you're right, it is a little nubby thing.
But we put the top arms on first.
Yeah. It's a C2.
But I did need to put these on.
C2. Oh, yeah, that... I'm talking about what's going in here between the front gearbox and the rear, and it's just a little tiny
nub.
Yeah.
Can we call it a nub?
It's more like a non-universal joint.
Drive coupler.
Yeah.
We make an odd couple.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. Give me some. We need some M's. We need some arms, and we need some balls. Need some P's.
I've got some M's here.
I got some P's. It's good to actually harken back to the P's servo saver. How cool is that?
Yeah.
That's going all the way back to TTO. One.
M2. Here's an M2.
Gonna pop these little balls in.
Everybody's watching.
Apparently there's low friction ones.
Low friction ones?
But we don't have those.
No.
And we've got droop screws. We do have droop screws. Luckily I didn't stick the 1.5mm in the grease. I did, but... Okay, now the droop screw.
I recommend the Carmen's limited edition iced coffee muesli bar.
Yeah.
It's a fine thing.
What can you tell me about it?
It tastes like coffee.
2.5mm from the head. That is accurately measured with my eyeball.
Yeah, that'll do.
Actually, droop is something that I'll actually prefer to do in the car.
You can't do that yet.
With the wheels.
Yeah.
You know, you can measure the droop screw all you want, but you got to do it. There's going to be an episode on there. We'll do tuning one of these.
Tuning the MB-01.
We'll get you back in for a... We can be the test driver. It's funny that the droop screws on the top arms. Okay? Now, it's all a little bit different to the instructions that we're looking at. because we're building it in a different configuration, aren't we? So let's see how many times we have to take to get this right. We need a shock tower. We got a A5.
Here's one I prepared earlier.
Oh, get my little nipper in there.
Right.
Can leave those with you, and we've got a couple more 3x10s, and it's going to secure the top arm on like so. I feel and I hope that we're going okay.
Yeah.
No?
I'm confident. Right. Oh, we get to put the diff in, right?
We get to put the diff in and the coupler. The TFG coupler.
I'm not sure it's actually named after me, but
yeah.
It could be.
Short and stumpy.
Yeah.
Diff.
Diff.
Coupler. Please nurse.
Oh, here we go.
And then which way does this go in? Because this can go in both ways.
Yeah. Well, in that case, we refer to the supplementary instructions.
Geez, it locates nice, Tony. Locates really nice. I'm going to get in there and have a look how that... Absolutely. It's like a little cassette.
That's the quality of the Tamiya mouldings are just brilliant.
I'm not going to lubricate this whatsoever because I don't want to attract any dirt and muck in there.
There's the direction it needs to go in.
Okay, this direction. So the engine motor's over here, it needs to slide in this-y way. Okay.
Oh, your coupler fell out. Oh.
That was my finger twanging on something.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a satisfactory click. I know in the James May series, the reassemblers, where he pulls things apart and then puts them back together, he makes mention very often of the satisfactory click as something goes in nicely.
It clicks very nicely this way. I in fact can't get it to click in this way.
Aha!
That was a good click.
Yeah. If only you put the coupler in there.
Slowly, slowly, catch a monkey. Watch your fingers.
Mine are over here. I'm good.
It's a bit floaty. Can you see that?
I suspect that's deliberate. That's the drivetrain done.
How good is that? I am pleasantly impressed. What have we got now?
I believe, sir, we have more suspension bits.
More suspension bits. So we need lower arms, M8s, and more balls. Balls at the ready. Now these, I did actually sneak ahead when you were choking on your muesli bar. It does not have oil-filled damp units, which is
Not
sweet and sour.
Overly surprised. The Tamiya pogo stick friction dampers have been around a long time.
And they do actually add a really, I suppose, an easy step in building process, don't they? And they're easily upgradable.
When I build them, like particularly on the Tamiya trucks, I use Tamiya AW grease inside the rubber tube.
What rubber tube?
Well, that's on the older ones. The later ones don't have the rubber tube. You just put it inside the shock cylinder, and the AW grease provides some form of damping.
Can I please have an A7?
Certainly.
Or have I got the A's?
No, I've got the A's.
What have I got? I don't even know what I've got.
6.
That's it.
That big mother.
Yeah. And this is very much like a good TT02 is the only thing I can compare it to. Next generation. And I hope in fact they actually take some design pointers from this in the TT03, because that will be set for release surely soon.
I haven't seen anything about that.
Well, it's just 10 years old. They did 10 years on the TT01.
Yeah.
To the day pretty much.
There was nothing announced at the Jitsuaga shows.
What you call it?
That's when this was announced.
Oh, yeah, well, but I don't think it'll be
that was
this
January.
year, but I'm pretty sure that we can expect one in the near future. Just ensuring that these, by 12s. Big ones.
Whoa!
Big ones. Put these ones in. Or seemingly not. Are they in? That's the ones, isn't it?
Yep.
It's definitely...
You've already got two there.
Somebody, probably me.
There's no probably.
Probably.
Hmm. You jump ahead.
I sort of jumped ahead and used my intuition.
And, as usual, got it wrong.
The reassembly click.
Yep.
Is that what we're looking for?
Well, not so much a click in this instance.
Clunk. What's the difference between a click and a clunk?
Good question. That's for another video, I think.
Clicking and clunking. There we go.
There we go. That's better.
Just had to find the hole.
Does that got something to do with the click and the clunk?
Did you hear that?
Yep. I was immensely satisfied with that.
Good.
We're doing much better in the second hour than we did in the first.
Well,
there wasn't much to beat.
No. And you never know, if we do have to do anything major, we can just edit that bit out without people noticing.
Yeah. Apart from the fact that they just heard us say it. But that's alright.
Okay.
I'm there jumping ahead and I'm looking for the uprights and man,
nice and smooth without being sloppy.
These are complicated uprights.
How complicated?
Extremely. Yep, these are the ones, A1 and A9.
Nice screwdriver, by the way.
It's a fine screwdriver. The finest jig screwdriver I've ever used. Nipping ahead to put the bearings in here.
Look at this. We have swingy bits. No lower screws required yet. No lower screws, no lower screws.
I like the fact that I had to push that in and then it fell out as soon as I turned it over. That's better.
I've heard that about. Oh, the old body clip trick. That's one of my favourites. I will treasure the day that Tamiya taught me that trick.
In fact, I learned about it just now.
Did you?
Yes.
No.
It's true.
It's in every well, not every Tamiya kit, but
it might be later Tamiya kits. I hadn't seen it. Now I have.
It's a good little trick, and I actually carry that through on a lot of my builds now, because putting the pins and the hexes on is usually one of the very last steps.
Yeah. I'm just doing the uprights.
And it gives a nice professional sort of, I don't know, feel.
As opposed to everything else that we're doing.
Well, we don't want to buck the trend.
No. There's one of those. So
there is the steering block.
Here's one I prepared earlier.
Now, Panda referred to something here as the monkey's hat. I need some brass balls. Now these are very MO. They don't even have these on the TTs, I don't think. I wish they would just put all the screws in one bag.
Yeah.
No?
That's just not how they do it.
Because it's just as confusing any other way. And it's...
I don't think anyone's ever fully worked out the best way to do this.
No.
Everyone's got their own ideas on how to package kits.
Do you know what I would really like? The little 4-way wrench.
I'm sort of missing it. It's probably, I can see it.
Oh, look at that. That's a good one too. Look at the size of that one. No, it's a big burn.
Yep.
Oh, careful. Yes. Stabby's coming out.
Yep.
Because I don't think you've built it to me properly unless you've used the box wrench.
Yeah.
There's just something...
It's the defining aspect of every Tamiya kit.
Isn't it?
In fact, normally I would have used the box wrench to push the bearings into the upright. But I used it.
That one as well?
I used a 9-step one.
Wow. I know, but it's just, I do like the feel of these. And they're crap, and they have got cheaper over the years.
But
That doesn't even say Tamiya anymore. No?
But they work.
There we go. Steering blocks. Check. Drive hubs.
It says rear uprights, but
Rear uprights. Yeah, but we're sort of doing it backwards, aren't we?
I'm still putting muesli bar all over the table.
That's okay.
It's alright, BJ will use this next.
This is where we come up with the monkey's hat and stuff. So the MA3s, got a couple of them. And I need an A3 washer.
I have no idea what Panda's talking about, but that's normal.
You know the TTO2s, they've got this little, like a crown on the top ball.
Okay.
It calls it the monkey's hat. On this one we've got just a couple of very symmetrical round spaces. Symmetrical because they're round.
I think I know where we're going quicker now. I'm actually doing something instead of just sitting there.
I don't think so. I think these parts here are a little bit more... I'm just really scared to jinx it, you know. A little bit more familiar in their concept, and I've come this far, and you know that there's no drive shaft in there. That's an oversight. Do you have a drive shaft for me? There we go.
That one there?
Look. And an outdrive. I've got an outdrive here. There we go. That would have been a gross oversight to put in the...
No, we just add that to the list of things we got wrong.
Well, again, it's not really showing that in our instructions, is it? Because it's showing the rear.
Well, that is the excuse we're going to use for most things. We're trying to build this as a front wheel drive, and the instructions are for rear wheel drive. This should actually go now. We can just connect that up to a battery and it just...
Run it in, you reckon?
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to hitting the track out at Geelong with this. I think the Geelong club we've got here in Victoria is a perfect little platform. Couple more washers. Did you get them for me? A7, are they?
A couple more.
Yep. For the other side.
Yep. The Geelong setup is brilliant.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a perfect platform for a little fun car like this.
They really lucked out
A3s.
getting that facility, and they're doing a great job. And the track is perfect for me.
And I believe you raced one of the short course things out there the other day. Or you turned a lap, or you just watched and got entertained?
No, I did 2 laps before the body self-destructed.
Really?
They're not quality material. Those things, the bodies.
I'm tipping that you must have been touched though, or did it just fall apart?
No, they just fall apart.
Do they?
They literally disintegrate. I did touch a wall, but it was not exactly a significant crash. They're not Lexan. I think they're PVC, and they just don't work.
Yeah. The best with that PVC is when you try and put stickers on it with a heat gun. They go like heat shrink. They go like heat shrink.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like our chip packet. I've done it with my VRX Bullet. Must be the same material. What do you think of that? Do you like it?
That looks like a bought one.
Doesn't it? It's got caster and everything. Let's hope it's right.
No. I'm pretty sure it's not. Because we've got almost no lock.
I think that'll be right.
I could be wrong. We'll find out later.
We've got a bumper bar. This is exciting. We're going to need this. It's going to be one of our favourite bits to use. M3.
I don't even need to look at it. I know which part it is.
Yep. Get some more screws on the go. Here we go. Are they... It's not even the screws I was looking for.
M3x12 with a countersunk head.
M3x12. Which packet? They must be in B. That would make sense. There seems to be a lot of screws in this kit.
Yeah.
Countersunk. Nice black ones. If we can call it that. They're not silver.
No.
This is coming together lovely.
I like the fact that it's the first MB-01 built in Australia as far as we know. I don't know of anyone else that's got one. Just me.
Well, you had one.
Yeah. I have one. Now it's yours.
Kindly donated it to the cause.
Oh well. That's okay.
I'm really stoked that we actually get to do it together with the Grand Poobah. What did you call yourself?
Imperial Grand Poobah.
The Imperial Grand Poobah of mini racing.
That's from the Flintstones.
Is it?
Yeah.
So what have we got here? The wheelbase adjuster. That seems to slide in and out like a cassette.
The sub deck.
The deck band.
The deck band. I get to drive that home. People get to laugh at me. Look at that. Oh, that's nice.
Look at that.
That's nice. That'll get stuck
Short.
really easy.
Medium. And long.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's long.
That's good. That's so.
How cool is that?
That is the best wheelbase adjustment one I've ever seen. All of them. Most of the all of the. I like the MO3 one. It was simple, but this
next level, huh?
Yeah.
Don't have those two dicky spaces and put them in that way or that way.
Yep. Yep. Yeah.
So is that what we're up to?
That's got me semi-aroused again. That we have another bit we've got to put on A8.
A8 goes on here first.
You think by now I would have remembered which one to reach, but no. I believe that's a A8.
A8.
No,
that's not A8.
6. That's 6. It's an A, but it's not.
What have I got over here? Have I got A's too?
I don't believe you have.
Ah, this is a D. I'm miles off.
Yeah.
Oh.
That looks like it.
What's this thing?
That looks like an A.
That's an A8 right there. That one. That one.
But it should have been on here as well. Oh, unless we've used one somewhere else. We may have.
That could be it here. Is that the top arm mount?
Yeah.
That's that bit there,
Okay.
yeah?
That's why we needed another one. Well done.
Well done, me. Well, I say me.
We're both equally to blame, I think.
We're both doing it equally.
You're doing all the screwing up though.
I'm doing all the wrong bits. So that's going to sit there like that. Alright, 3x10s. Off we go.
Of course it's 3x10s.
Well, I like that. No? It's pleasant.
No, it's good.
If every screw in this car was a 3x10, that would also be. No?
It's with an awful lot of them.
And that can be the, what can we call that? The rigidity control system as to torsion flex, as to how tight or loose you leave them, or they get stripped or wrecked.
All of the above.
Did you ever get to the point where you had to super glue a MO3 together?
No, I just bought another one.
Fair enough. Because they would split at the front, they'd start to open up, you know.
Or the way you drive, yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Back when I was racing MO3s, my ability was slightly better than what it is now.
How good was it used to get like 30 out to Baronia? No?
Yeah, you get like 3 heats.
Yeah,
It was,
like
just,
30.
awesome. We were lucky enough, and everyone used the same tyres, HPI X patterns, until HPI changed the formula and made them crap, and then stopped making them altogether.
Okay.
I'm liking that a lot.
It's a really nice touch, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can't stop doing it.
Yeah.
There's no need for me to keep doing that,
No,
and I may do it even more once this
you're going to do it later when I'm not here.
I'm going to take
in
it
the
apart
quiet
and
of your own house.
Here we go. And 3x10. Is
Yeah.
there a better screw?
If there is, I don't want to know about it.
No. I might screw your coffin together with one of these one day. What do you reckon?
Yeah,
That'd be fitting.
yeah.
Everybody with jizz in their hand.
What they do in their own time is up to them.
And that's a Japanese industry standard screwdriver.
Yep.
There's no pun intended.
And if it's like the other things that get left here, my jizz will disappear next time I come in. I'll hold you personally responsible for looking after my jizz.
Okay, it wouldn't be the first time.
No.
Okay, how far are we going to get with this? If we could get these knuckles on, up to the boingy bits,
Yeah.
what do you think? And these the boingy bits,
Yeah.
and the radio gear to go in.
The radio gear to go in can be next. We'll just do this and do the boingy bits. Hang on, we've got to
Got to put some droop screws
droop
in.
screws and those little snappy things.
Snappy balls.
What's going on, animals?
Oh, he's back.
Hey,
How
looks
are
different.
you, Beej?
Good.
Yeah, we've actually done something now.
Got a top plate.
We're getting
We've been
somewhere.
discussing how come the progress is greater, and I said it was because I'm actually doing something now as opposed to just sitting here.
Well, that helped, didn't it?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
I'm
those
just-
hinge pins on those arms. That's a bit different, isn't it?
It's just very TTOs. Like
Unfortunately, you missed the best bit, which is this whole rear section slides in and out to adjust the wheelbase. So you go short, medium, long.
Right.
that. And it has a very
and-
satisfying
A click.
click click.
Oh, does
When
it?
you do it,
Each
Goes
time?
on. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
very, very nice.
It's almost like a ratchet.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to unscrew it and try
Yeah.
doing that later.
No, you'll have to
He's
watch
going
it.
to do that. He got so excited by it, he's going to do it himself later.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Perhaps you could watch or give him money in order to do so.
Oh, we'll work out some sort of arrangement, won't we?
It's
We
a-
always do.
We usually
It's-
do.
But it's a very nice design, much better than the
I
previous.
think the drip screws here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Droop
right.
screws indeed.
That's a bit funky, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, clever.
Need my little balls there, Mr.
Right, okay.
Mr. Tony.
All right, I'll leave you guys to it.
I had the balls last
You
time.
had the balls.
They're in the other pea bag.
Pea bag.
The other pea bag's got the balls in it.
Now, I'm not at that stage of my life yet that I need a pea bag, but it shouldn't be long. Most people will have turned the video off now, saying, "I'm just not going to listen to this," or just turn the sound off.
Turn the sound off.
Yeah.
Have us prattling on.
Yeah. But that's okay.
We'll let them.
Yeah. Right.
I want to say that that's like that.
Let's see. They,
Yep.
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 You
Shock
are
tower.
Another.
And the shock
A5.
tower has one screw in it this time.
This is A9. This is A5.
So the people who did watch the first episode will be pleasantly rewarded by the uptake in speed.
Yeah.
No? I am.
Yeah.
I was really starting to doubt myself.
Yeah.
Before.
Those that haven't slashed their wrists.
No, we've got a beautiful videographers who will definitely look after us in the editing department.
Yeah.
They'll have no choice.
But I'll say we've only got 5 actual minutes of content.
That's okay. We'll call that an episode. Lower arm and balls. We've got some L's.
Bam.
Look at this. This is like a well-oiled machine.
Well, that's because you got lube all over your fingers earlier.
Yeah, that's true. And your jizz.
Yeah.
Right. Shock mounts facing rearwards.
We'd be a lot quicker if BJ didn't keep coming in.
Oh, don't tell him that. Got this one, and what screw's going to retain that? M3x12s. Nice big silver ones, they'll give it away.
I like how we can hear things that are going on out in the Flinders Street behind us.
Do you like that?
Yeah, I like that a lot. I don't know whether the good people can hear that. But it feels like we're part of something.
Part of something real.
Yeah.
76 years this year. Hearns has been part of the world.
Yeah.
Part of
One
Melbourne.
of the few things around that's older than me. I've been coming in here for God knows how. I remember coming in here when I was early teens.
Really?
Yeah. Not for RC stuff, it was
No.
for static models.
What was it? What was it like? I've always,
I have zero memory of it.
Yeah.
I know I used to come in here.
because it's amazing the amount of customers we get come in with their grandkids.
Yeah.
And this is where they used to bring your dad and that sort of stuff. And,
Yeah.
you know, it's really nice
It's nice having that history. It's
having that legacy.
very important.
A couple of steering knuckles, if I could, please, sir.
Oh, I remember those from before. These.
Yeah, and we'll need the outdrives in there and the
Yeah.
bearings.
And this bit, I'm good at.
Yep, you're good at this bit?
I'm good at this bit. And I'll use your special trick of the
That's definitely not mine. It's definitely in the
No.
thing, but it's something that we've shared. You're going to take this further. You're going to do this on every build now.
yeah. Now I can use this.
Your little Tamiya press tool.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
that
how
satisfi-
satisfying was that?
Just don't let it fall out now.
I'm not falling for that again. I didn't have to get off the chair, and this chair is wonky enough as it is.
I don't have to look for outdrives this time. So now we can just literally flip the motor around and make
Yeah.
it rear wheel drive.
Yeah.
After the kerfuffle, what can only be described as a kerfuffle with the configuration of the powertrain. Now we've got our head around it.
There's still a chance we're wrong.
I know, but we won't tell people that.
Nah, that'll get edited out. Look at that.
I'm trying to envisage how the steering bell crank system works.
Yeah, I'm slightly scared,
That's right.
and I'm sure you are as well.
And I think that's where we can find our
Whether
shortcomings
we've
in
got it
engineering
wrong.
concept.
Yeah. It'll be at that point we're saying we've actually decided to make this as a rear wheel drive.
Having never seen one completed or bothered to look it up.
I did consider looking it up last night, thinking, knowing what we were going to do today.
Okay, I am going to require a couple more of those A3 spaces, if I could please.
Oh, yes. Here they are.
I'm assuming that I don't want to get ahead of myself.
No, but I think it's correct.
A3 spaces.
Given that there's 4 of them here, we're going to be using them.
And a couple more See, now we're in a
Upper
good
and
rhythm.
lower.
See, I'm doing something, you're reading ahead, you're cutting parts.
Yeah.
Just imagine if we did another one. It'd be done.
It would be done in half an hour. Not correctly, but it would be done.
I'd say the second time, I'd say that we'd get it.
What would help the second time is having that one there. Had you got your actual kit at the same time, I would have built mine at home, then we could have brought it in and gone, here's one I prepared earlier, this is what we need to do.
Bit of Hollywood magic.
Yeah, and people would have gone, oh wow.
They're good, he knows what he's on about.
Yeah.
I was actually just saying to BJ yesterday how exciting it is to actually build something that's all new. As nice as it is to build like a new, you know, TTO2 or something like that, like it's still very like you said, very familiar.
Yeah.
To build
And this is
all
something
new.
completely different. I mean, I'm not excited from the point then because it's not a race car and I'm all about race cars, but I do like the fact that it's something new and it's a mini.
But you can race it.
Yeah, and in the
It is going to be raced.
and in the clubman class at Geelong, I think it'll probably work.
And it's definitely going to be raced.
Yeah.
You know.
You know, you may not have noted, but the front and rear wheels are different size tyres.
Are they really?
55mm on the front and 60mm on the rear.
I don't know whether that's unfortunate or fortunate.
It's all about the looks. I think they just wanted to get that look. So they've done that. Oh, we're boingy bits.
And they're not well filled, so they should take about 3.5 minutes.
Yeah,
Do I put the bumper on?
I believe you do. It requires a countersunk M3x12. They'd be the silver ones again, probably.
Where are they? I can see one there.
We could be cutting laps at Geelong this afternoon, even though it takes us an hour to get there, or 4 days if we drive the deck van.
That'd be part of the adventure. I'd say to do another Sydney Krispy Kreme run in the deck van.
Oh,
Hey?
that was a fine thing. That was a long time ago now.
20 years ago?
Yeah, it would be. It was a fine thing.
Now you don't have to drive to Narry Warren, which is...
I don't even have to drive to Narra Warren. There's one at Broadmeadows.
Is there?
Yeah, they're all over the place. There's a big one at Broadmeadows. So that was a joy. I forgot how many dozen we got. 100 and something dozen.
It was a charity event, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it was ironically it was to raise money for juvenile diabetes.
Well, it wouldn't be worth doing unless it was somewhat ironic and comical.
And that was particularly ironic. Juvenile, I mean, the last thing is
How many did you eat yourself, do you think?
I ate none. Tim and Darren, the guys that I went with, they had probably about a dozen each, and they started to feel really sick because they were eating because they weren't ready when we got there. It was 120 dozen. That's right.
120 dozen. Did you just like wait at the drive-through for them, or?
They were supposed to have them ready, but we got there a bit early, so they had to make them. But they had the massive big machine making them, and so they were actually
Pressing them out?
Yeah, and we were doing donut Tetris in the back of the territory
As they're making them?
Yeah, and working it all. We'd actually worked it all out before
Really?
we got there. I'd actually worked it out on CAD, put in the dimensions of the Krispy Kreme box, because I didn't know whether we could actually fit them in. So I'd done it all and done a package study to make sure that we could fit.
I hope it was during work time.
Yes. Well, this was a work thing. Ford's official charity is juvenile diabetes
Did
research.
Ford give you a car to drive up?
They gave us the territory and they paid for the petrol.
Really?
Yep. So we drove up.
Did they pay you overtime to do it?
No.
Oh, that's a shame.
We
That
got
would have been good.
We got the next day off though.
Really?
Yeah. Because
That's as good
we
as.
drove up. We left on a Sunday afternoon. Drove up to Campbelltown in New South Wales. Got the donuts. Drove back. I did most of the driving back because Darren and Tim, even though they were all like 20 years younger than me,
Made themselves sick.
and they just fell asleep.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The sugar crash.
They were bloody hopeless. So I had to do that. But it was
You
a
can
fine
do some
thing.
cutting of these for me. These are the boingy bits. Now I need this part. I don't have M7. I've got all the B parts.
That looks like I can see an M7 here.
Now these shocks are new to me.
They're different to...
These are... I'm very familiar with the TTO ones, but these are completely different.
They seem to redesign these boingy bits every time, and they don't actually make them any better, it's just different.
Yeah. Okay, so we put this one in here. That goes at the bottom. Yes. Check. Okay. Oh wow. They seem to have dumbed it down even more. I didn't know that that was possible.
They found a way.
They found a way. You know the other ones they click and rotate 90 degrees?
Yep.
No, none of that carry on.
Whoa!
None of that carry on. Going to put all the preload collars in just because then they're in one spot. Saves losing them later. Spring retainer. Look at that.
That's a boingy bit done.
And I think actually part of the challenge would be if these were to remain. I don't know that the car would potentially circulate.
These have their limitations.
But I'll still be trying it.
You are permitted in the clubman class to
put dampers?
Put normal options on. So
bearings.
Yeah.
Diff. Yeah?
Yeah. Any of those sort of things, yeah, you can do that, that's fine. The whole intent was to allow race cars from the past to be able to run again.
Yes, MO3s in particular.
MO3s, MO5s.
I've got one at home with a black can still sitting in it.
There was some question, well, why are you allowing MO7s? Because they win by a lap and a half each time. Because they're that much faster.
Well, they were like a proper car.
They're a much, yeah.
No?
Yeah, they're a much better car.
Like, geometry wise?
Yeah. Yeah, everything about them.
Okay, what do you reckon of them?
Gee, talk about damping. There isn't any. But it doesn't matter.
That's right. Is it better to have damped than to have lost than to have never damped at all?
If only I knew the answer to that. Okay. Dude, you are the shock man. Well, I can't really call these shocks.
Shocking.
Yeah.
Spring retainers. There we go. Look at that.
Once we put these on, it starts to look seriously car.
And then I think we might call it episode complete. What do you think?
Yeah, I might just use these nippers to cut off a bit of skin that I've got here.
Bit of callus. Is that what's happened?
Yeah, it's just a bit of something. Done. There we go. Surgery complete.
I sort of wasn't paying attention then.
No.
I'm just making sure all these shoulder bolts are in fact, I'm
the same
expecting them to be the same, but
3x14s all the way across. They should be.
yeah,
because
it wouldn't be the first time that I've assembled something with a steering one in it, but they're all the same, which is even better news. No, even less can go wrong.
We've got here a list of options. CVA Super Mini shock set. 50746. I knew that number.
Did you?
How sad is that?
That's pretty sad.
Yeah.
Now I wonder if there's any in the country available. That's for the plastic ones, yeah?
Yeah.
I actually enjoyed the plastic ones quite alright.
They work passably well.
Plastic ones I think work very well.
Mm.
I don't really think that these required... I actually had my MO3 used to have those plastic shocks with associated NTC3 springs on them. That was my little secret. Because that was... I made a brief return to mini racing about 2004-ish, I reckon. Yeah. Out at Baronia, had fun. The old Master Joe.
Well, we used to, Tim and I used to go to Baronia every Wednesday night pretty much, back in the old days.
Yeah, well,
until it got to the point where it was taking me an hour and a half to get home.
I was going to say, it'd be a fair old hike these days, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, that, back then
the deck van, there's a challenge.
Yeah, It's a challenge I don't wish to take up.
Find all the B roads.
Yeah. No, I'd take your transit.
Yeah, I'll let you. We'll bring the hog over.
Yeah, it'd be hard to carry the toy car stuff.
Get some saddlebags. Bring your mini. You'll be right. No? Is that a thing?
Nah.
No.
But
Take all the fun out of it.
my enthusiasm for driving a long way to race, which is ironic because I go to Geelong, but the Geelong trip is easy.
That's an easy one, huh?
Oh, so easy.
You jump on the ring road, spin around, and you're there.
Yeah. Really good.
Yeah, I went on a Friday evening from the city, and it was a little painful, but
Yeah,
that was timing. I knew that before I started.
Yeah.
Had the Fiender at the helm.
Oh, well, there you
See,
go.
he's got new wheels.
I know, he's got a real car, not a Land Rover.
His Land Rover, hey, that's iconic though. I can't picture him in anything else.
No, he's got
At
a
least it's white.
Colorado.
Pretty flash.
And the next page of the instructions goes on to electronics, but we're going to bypass that.
Are we? Well, do you want to call the episode here?
I think we can call it here, and
We'll call it here.
Next time we'll finish off the rest of the stuff, which
So we're
is
going to do electronics and we're going to do steering bell crank.
steering bell crank, body post, but that's pretty much it. There's not a lot left. So next episode,
I think you've done well. And then we're going to have an episode with BJ's going to be doing the engine for me in high detail.
Yes.
Did you hear my name?
Yes.
High def.
Yeah, he insulted you.
What do you
I
mean?
didn't.
I wanted to defend you, but I thought no.
No one defends me anyway, it's all
We've
good.
got 4 bearings left. I'm assuming they're going in the steering.
It looks like a car.
It does. We
What do you mean the steering? The steering still come from here?
we haven't put it on yet,
Oh.
That's
So bell cranks?
but we're gonna call it for now.
that's
for
going to be
episode
Okay.
that's going to be episode 2.
Right. Okay. Well, looks alright.
I had
It's
some
very different, isn't
I
it?
had some 30 weight out ready to go.
2. Yeah.
That's how very little I knew about this kit.
Well,
30 weight.
given that you looked at the MO2 manual, yes.
Well,
And
there you go.
I didn't know what I was looking at because
What-
I'd never
What
was in another
knowledge?
language.
What knowledge you had was of a different car.
Is it in a different hole?
We don't.
Yes, it is.
It's already tweaked.
Trust you to note that. It's in a different hole.
I know.
You don't
Oh,
notice that. I don't notice things like that.
No.
You don't know me very well at all.
here we go. It's very car-ish. Or mini-ish.
Yep.
Really looking forward to this. Going to step up the colours. Pretty excited for that. It's not going to have a fancy airbrush paint job.
No, because it's going to get hammered. You got to. It's the Kenny Rogers. You got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them.
I like it.
Beautiful.
Yep. It's good. It's ready to go. It is a fixed front wheel drive. Look at that.
Oh.
I think that's the. Hopefully, that is the front way.
Well, if not, we'll just move the body around.
Yep, that's right.
Nobody will
Click, click.
know.
That's right.
Nobody will know.
Fantastic, guys. Well, that is episode 2. And Tony Gray has joined me here at Hearns on this epic build of the all-new Tamiya MB-01. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned for episode 3, as we probably get it finishing and we probably zip it around the bench.
I believe
I'd say.
we will. Oh, I can't. Well, actually, I can wait. But anyway.
All right,
Done.
guys. Thank
Thanks
you
a
for
lot.
joining us. Thank you, Tony. And see you for episode 3.
Thanks, BJ.